I'm Vanessa Simpkins, and welcome to this video with the amazing Sarah Evans Clutter. She is a graduate of our 8-week boot camp, the 10K in 30 days Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow Challenge. And she is the owner of asyouloveyourselfnow.com. She's a self-love and relationship coach. Also a founder of the Facebook group Radical Self-Love Challenge. And welcome, Sarah. I'm so happy that you're here today to share with us kind of, what's happened for you on this 8-week journey. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about where your business was before you started and where it is now?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Basically, my business was pretty much non-existent before I did this program. I had no clients at all. I was advertising on a site that that no one ever booked me through. And I have a master's degree in counseling, so I was doing all these things like offering sessions for relationship counseling, for life coaching, for resume writing, and I would give people these quotes. They would contact me for a quote of how much my sessions were. I'd send them a quote, and then no one would ever respond. No one would ever book. So I was trying to do the business thing, but it really was absolutely not happening for me before I did this program. And now it's amazing. I've set up all my website and my Facebook group. I've got 2 high-paying clients now. It's so exciting, and I'm so happy I did the program. It's so great.
Yay! I love it. Congratulations. And
thank you so much.
Well, listen, you implemented all the systems, but like many spiritual women and coaches and consultants who come, they have an idea. They're not really marketing, and it sounds like this website had you make proposals and people weren't
right.
biting on it. There was no real conversation happening there. And now you have 2 amazing high-paying clients, and
yes.
It's working.
Yeah, it's totally working, and I'm booking calls to get new clients every week. So the system is just spot on for bringing people in.
Well, and you're spot on because you implemented it, So tell us a little bit about what are your top 3 big wins, top 3 major accomplishments or wins after this. Attracting clients is one of them.
Yes, absolutely. The clients is a big thing. But in addition to that, I just feel like I gained so much more confidence through doing the program. Before I did the program, I would barely even post anything on Facebook. I was so afraid to have people see me and to be visible. I was afraid of being misunderstood. And I remember watching some testimonials similar to this, some interviews when I was thinking about joining the program and being like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could ever do that, but I would love to. And here I am. I do Facebook Lives in my group once or twice a week, and I just enjoy it so much. And I went from not even wanting to put a little post up on Facebook to doing full live videos and answering people's questions and delivering so much value to them in my group. I love it.
Yes, now you are this expert. You're a rock star expert, and you enjoy it. You're like, yeah, I like doing these videos, and
yeah, that's so fun.
Right? You're owning this whole space now. You've got a group of people that you're promoting to every week. You're enjoying doing the videos, which is awesome, right? I mean, that's a huge feat and a huge accomplishment in itself. That
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I want people to all of the gremlins around being visible to now. Yeah, I'm doing lives every week. People love it. They're booking sales calls with you.
Right. And just the confidence in general, it carries over into every area of life, really, which is priceless in itself, I think.
Yeah, it is. And it's skyrocket your confidence and cash flow. The confidence has to come first. So let's talk a little bit about this because, we do a lot of mindset in this. It's an 8-week boot camp. We get a lot done. And the first thing we really tackle are the gremlins, the negative belief, self-doubt, all of that's the stories. So how would you say, the mindset pieces, has it affected other areas of your life? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes, it's affected every area, I think. Because I feel like before I was pretty good at setting boundaries for myself, but I would always feel guilty about setting boundaries. And I don't really feel guilty anymore about setting boundaries. I can do that and not worry about it. I barely worry about what people think of me anymore. And I think that happened even in your like first initial webinar. You said something that just struck me, that I was like, oh my gosh, she is so right. I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but like I just don't worry about what people think anymore. I'm able to just express myself and let people know how I feel, which before I was very much like, oh my gosh, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to tell them how I really feel because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And which, I mean, I'm still sensitive to people's feelings, but you know, you still have to communicate and let people know how you feel. Like my feelings are important too, and that's something that was pretty big for me in learning. And so it's helped me in my job, which I'm probably going to quit pretty soon. and in my relationship with my husband, which was good to begin with, but it's even better now. And yeah, just everything is awesome.
I love it. And everybody finds a different gremlin. You know, this is the process is geared towards, you know, helping you open up the hood, right, in your mind, and taking a look, right? You know, what's under my hood here? Oh, oh, look at this, right? And change.
Right. And I had identified some gremlins before I even started the program, but this program like got me to a place where like I can like kick out I'll find new gremlins like every couple of weeks. I'm like, ooh, and I just find them on my own now, which is awesome because it taught me how to do that.
This is real empowerment. You know, you can give a person a fish, or you can teach them how to fish and hunt these gremlins that really prevent, you know, this is really the foundation. That's the thoughts and the beliefs and the concepts of ourselves that box us in. And when we go to step up and become this bigger version, this brighter, more prosperous, more impactful, more bigger, brighter, louder, reach more people version, we have these beliefs and concepts, you know, an ego, you know, squish you down. So it's number one important to be able, number one, to identify them and know what to do with them so that they don't impede you or stop you from that expansion. So I love hearing that you've got it. You know, you have this process down now and you're still using it, even though the program is done.
Yes. Yeah. And that the radical honesty worksheet, like the questions on there, like I didn't even fill it out because by the time I got to it, I was like, you had taught me so much about how to get to them. Like I started asking myself like one question. I was like, oh, got it. I have another one. I got it. Like, and so now it's easy. It's awesome.
I love it.
And now I can do it for other people too, which is even more amazing.
It's a really simple process. And I think, especially for spiritual rock stars, and I mean, you were, you know, people who are professionals, I mean, you were a counselor before, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm a behavior specialist, but yes, I have a master's degree in counseling.
Sarah's a freaking rock star. I mean, these women that come into our program, they're rock stars in their own right, and still there's a lot to discover there, right? That's why I love this tool. It's really simple. Really simple, easy way to get into your subconscious mind. Right? What is in there? And if you don't like it, how to turn it around really fast. So I love that you're using those tools. What about the video challenge, that 30-day video challenge? We talked a little bit about visibility being like, what was that like for you? Hard, easy?
It was all of the above. It was hard, but I'm so glad that I did it. Like I went through like the first live video I did, I remember, you know, being nervous and then doing it. And then afterwards, just like freaking out, honestly, because I had all those visibility gremlins, but I was like, okay, I was determined to get past it. And that's like the beauty of the video challenge, because it's challenging you to get past that. So, and that's what I did. I, you know, like, okay, I'm going to take a couple days off and like get past this, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to get good at this. And now I do it all the time. I do lives in my group all the time.
And I love that you are dedicated to get past it.
Yes.
That's what I want everyone to pick up on here. Because in business, you're going to have a lot of edges that you're going to need to, overcome. Oh, there's the sales edge. There's the the visibility edge, there's the marketing edge, there's the copywriting edge, there's the the speaking edge, or there's the online business edge.
Right.
There's a lot there. We cover a lot of this in our group. We talk about Facebook ads, and we help you launch your own community. We help you get clear about your offers. We help you with sales calls. What was your experience with sales?
I struggled with my sales to begin with. I actually had some blocks around sales because before I did the program, I honestly really hated salespeople. Like I just was like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. But when I learned that what I'm doing is going to change somebody's life, and I'm not manipulating them into buying a vacuum cleaner or something. This is something that's going to change their life. And I remember, while we were in the program, you helping me through some of this stuff, and you just said, it's not about you, it's about them. And once I learned that, it was a huge shift for me of okay, I'm going to do whatever I can do to get this person to say yes to themselves because they need it. Not because I want their money, because they need it. I don't even need their money. They need it.
That's
so,
right.
And that the money gets them committed.
That's right. And look at this. I am so happy that you shared that, because a lot of spiritual women, a lot of coaches, have this negative concept about salespeople, or about selling, or about themselves as a salesperson, and that's what stops the whole process. So I love that you're able to have these major shifts. And yes. The clients, right? The clients are here.
Right. Absolutely. So and that just came from me being okay, I know this person needs this program. I know I can help them. And so I'm going to do whatever I can do to get them to say yes to themselves, because otherwise they're going to just stay. I knew it. If I think somebody can get better on their own, fine, go ahead and don't do the program. But if I know that they're just going to stay stuck, I'm I'll do whatever I can do to get them to say yes to themselves.
And that's exactly what it is, because the truth is you're helping women attract the relationship of their dreams, right? Have a new relationship with themselves.
Yes.
That in itself it's huge. It's everything. It touches every part of their life.
Right. And many women come to me with all these things from their past, and having been abused, and maybe in a relationship that is even abusive now. And it's well, you're going to stay there? And are you going to get out by yourself? Probably not, because you haven't so far. So
they wouldn't be on the phone with you if they could do it. And that, I think, is the real truth. If we were meant to do it all by ourselves, there wouldn't be 8 billion people in this world.
Right.
And you can read books and have some great insights. You can, but I believe, the industry of coaching is booming right now because people want to get results in record time, and they want somebody to hold them by the hand and say, listen, show me what the hell you did to attract your husband, or whatever it is you're doing, or lose 20 pounds, start your business, or whatever it is you're coaching about. Yeah. And help me shortcut my learning curve by 100%, help me get there in a month instead of a year. Yeah, I'll pay for that.
Absolutely.
People want help. They want your service. So I love that you're now rocking the sales. I love that you had those shifts. And so tell me about, your own process of committing to this, 8-week boot camp. Was it hard for you? Were you nervous? Was it?
It was really, honestly, it was really hard for me at first, because I definitely have had some blocks around commitment in itself, not big on commitment.
Yeah, okay.
So this investment, and I had never dreamed of making a financial investment like this either. Like, and so I was at a point where I was just ready. Like when I had my call with Erin, like I was just there and she said all the right things to me. And I remember that it helps me with my sales. She said all the right things to me to help me to be able to say yes to myself. And I am so very grateful for that she did that. So yeah, I think I can almost cry right now, but I'll try not to.
I love it. I love celebrating women who get empowered and have this confidence and, you know, are out there impacting women. So what would you say, you know, if like maybe there was another woman watching this video who was like you watching these videos and thinking like, I kind of want to do it, but I've tried other programs before, and, you know, I tried mentors before and didn't work, and I don't know. What would you say to them?
I tell them to stop wasting time. Because every day that you delay it is every day that you are not helping the women that you're called to help, and not making the money that you're worth, and not growing in the ways that you're meant to grow. So if you keep on delaying that, sure, you can keep on delaying it, but all of that stuff is right on the other side of that fear. So once you jump in, because once I jumped in and like put my money down for this program, I was so freaking excited. I was just like, I just felt like so much relief. Like, I'm like, okay, my life is moving forward. So like, yeah, it's scary to begin with, but once you jump in, it's just amazing. It feels amazing. And there's just so much momentum even from that it's like, forget about the fear, all that great stuff of being able to help women and get paid for it is, it's all on the other side of that fear.
It exists, it's real, and you're right. The toughest part is making the decision.
Yes. Yeah.
And what she's saying, what we hear echoed again and again with our graduates and women who are really living their purpose, is that when you lean in past the fear, right behind that door is everything, all the clients, all the ideas, all the clarity, the money. Right. More than that is this feeling that your life is expanding. It's going in the direction that you want it to. You're making the impact, you know. We're talking a little bit about your clients. You're like, I love my clients. They're great. You know, this is awesome.
Yes. Yeah,
you know,
it's so exciting.
To not just have the idea, but to have the feeling. So again, I want to so thank you, Sarah, for taking the time to be with us here today and share with women, you know, what the experience is like. And we have this 8-week boot camp. I think it's the best program for spiritual women entrepreneurs who want to really take their coaching to a new level and actually take it out of this hobby or this idea state and really create a 6-figure a year business with it. You know, something that you can pay your bills with.
Yes, definitely.
Really help. She's like, yes.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. And we help you get clear on, you know, all of the things that you're not clear on, like who am I and what stories do I use in my marketing and how do I market myself on Facebook and on video and how do I become an expert and how do I break through all the mindset gremlins and actually have conversations that, you know, enroll people and not shoot myself in the foot, you know, with the sales conversations piece, and how do I, you know, make a website and really get your income to a 10K or more month income in coaching. So we do all of that with you in 8 weeks. And it's not just me, I have an amazing team that works with you as well. And so, you know, I'll post the link here if you're interested in applying for the program. I'll post the link below this video and you can apply and get similar results to Sarah. You know, I meet some awesome women. So that I think, you know, a big part of it is being in a community of like-minded spiritual women who are rock stars, badasses, like Sarah, who, you know, I'm doing it, I'm going to do it no matter what. I'm not letting these excuses hold me back anymore from the lifestyle, from the income, from the impact that's this purpose is calling you to embody. So Thank you again, Sarah, for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Sarah Evans Clutter. Again, her website's called asyouloveyourselfnow.com. She's also on Facebook. Her group is called Radical Self-Love Challenge, and she's an awesome self-love and relationship coach. So Thank you, Sarah. Thank you guys for showing up, and keep showing up, because 90% of success is showing up. All right, guys. Big, big hugs.